We are moving forward. Whew, I feel it. It's coming. It's coming. So now our next person coming to the Zoom stage. I see he's not far back this time. He's a little closer to his Zoom stage. Coming to the stage is Mr. Corey, and he's going to be talking to us about identity and purpose. So give him a hand as he comes. And I heard that he's about to take us to church, y'all. Not church, but church. So give him a hand as he comes.
First and foremost, Ms. Bree, I would like to thank you for just extending this opportunity to me. This Voices of Hope 2020 Motivational Conference has been a blessing thus far, and I hope it will continue to be so. For those who don't know, my name is Corey Hackett-Greene. I am 26 years old from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I've been preparing for this week and for this very moment and this very time right here today for 14 weeks because I'm here on assignment. I need you to know that each and every single one of you within this room today as well is here on assignment. And I don't want to just talk about it. I want to show it to you, and I want to break it down and make it plain so that you leave here with something that you can turn into action, because you cannot fulfill an assignment without action. So bear with me as I share my screen today, and we'll get it rolling. So here we have, the presentation is called Here on Assignment. My name is Corey Hackett-Greene once again, and if you are searching for motivation, identity, and purpose, my goal is to make sure that once you have arrived at the conclusion of this presentation, that you will desire to seek fulfillment, understand abundance, and most importantly, leave a legacy.
I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Now she ran steadily up the track. I think I can. 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 At last she reached the top of the mountain. And then she popped out joyously. I thought I could.
Now, I know you all are probably interested as to why I decided to start this presentation with a 47-second video of a childhood cartoon that is in black and white that we all remember, yet struggle to extract the principles from this video. Once again, I'm here today on an assignment to deliver you 5 principles that changed my life from 2018 to this very moment in which I stand in front of you today, in order to help you walk in fulfilling the purpose that God has assigned to you. As you saw in this video, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who indulge in it shall eat its fruit. Death or life, but you choose. And before we go any further, I want you to know that if you do not leave with anything from this presentation, I need you to know one thing, and that is your life has purpose. So as we go through this presentation, I need you to grab a piece of paper and a pen, not a pencil, but a pen, because purpose is permanent, which means that it must be done. With a pencil, you can erase it, but this thing called purpose, it must be fulfilled by you. You are here for a particular reason, and it is attached to someone else that is on this earth. And I need you to understand that when you write this thing down, my life has purpose, and I need you to write it 10 times, that repetition is the mother of knowledge, and the things in which you repeat to yourself time and time again end up manifesting itself into the present. And that means that you are the total sum of your thoughts. So what you allow to consume your mind, your subconscious minds, the things that you intake day in and day out, they're right in front of you if you look in the mirror. But I need you to know that your life has purpose. Man is not what he thinks he is, but what he thinks he is. So I'm going to break down the 5 principles that I extracted from this 47-second video, and I hope that they change your life in the way in which they changed mine. The train tracks. With every creation comes territory, allowing it to function at full capacity. You know, the fascinating thing about this video is that the focus is primarily on the train, but what's a train without train tracks? A train can only function at full capacity on train tracks. Now, if you take a fish out of the water, it can't function at all. And if you take an airplane out the sky, it operates at a limited capacity because, yes, it does have wheels, but it was made to work in the sky. So I need you to understand that there is territory that has been predestined and prearranged with a destination prepared in order for you to be able to arrive. But if you don't find out where your territory is located and how that affects the way in which you are supposed to arrive, you're operating your life at a limited capacity. Ephesians 2:10, I'm gonna give you scripture the whole entire time, and I'm gonna take my time because I want to make it plain, but please make sure that you are jotting down each and every scripture. Secondly, we have the destination. There is something and someone depending on your arrival. Now, none of us ever travel without being intentional. You know, when you go on a website, on Google Flights or whichever you prefer to use, you always have to select a destination, and you select that destination intentionally because when you arrive at that destination, there is something that you are supposed to do when you arrive. Whether it's a business meeting, whether you are reconvening with family, whether you are just going to find yourself, seeking peace, whatever it is, there is something and someone that is waiting on you at this particular destination, not just any destination, but a specific destination that if you don't arrive at, something doesn't happen. Genesis 2:5, make sure you jot that one down as well. Thirdly, we have the conductor. All things are possible to those who believe. And it's fascinating how when you get on a train or when you get on an airplane, that when you get on a train, you don't even actually see the conductor, or rarely that you see him or lay eyes on him or her. And when you get on an airplane, you see the pilot at the beginning of the flight and at the conclusion of the flight when you arrive at the destination. But when you are in the midst of traveling, you don't see the conductor or the pilot. Yet you have complete faith that they are going to take you from point A to point B, so much so that you read a book, open up your laptop, you converse with whoever's on the midst of traveling with you, and even enough faith to go to sleep. Now, I didn't want to mention the peanuts that these airplanes are giving us, because quite frankly, your boy is hungry when he travels, but I'm more so focused on arriving at my destination. And the other fascinating part about this is as well, when you select a destination, you envision yourself exactly where you intend to go. And whether that's a vision or a dream or purpose, it becomes so real that you have to believe in it in order for it to manifest. Hebrews 11, 1-6. I need you to jot that down as well. And then you have the train. Probably the most obvious thing that was within that video was the train. And how could it not be? And I need you to understand that whatever you were born to do is built in. A train does not get on the train tracks without having an engine, windows, seats, and most importantly, the choo-choo mechanism to let people know that you are on your way to arriving to where God is predestined for you to be. Every single thing that the train needs in order to function at full capacity is already built within it before it hits those tracks. And the same is within you. I need you to jot that scripture down as well. Genesis 1:26-27, because we were made in the image and after our likeness in God, and we were given dominion over all of the earth, which means that every single thing that we need in order to be able to dominate the earth, and not each other, not men dominating women or women dominating men, but to dominate together in unison, is already built within you. And lastly, we have the faith. They didn't let one of my pictures pop up, but that's all right. Because I need you to know that your actions make your faith complete. The most obvious thing that happened within this 47-second video was the fact that, first and foremost, the train was by itself. There was no mother train, no father train, no brother, sister train, no boyfriend, girlfriend, cousin train. There was one train on a specific pair of tracks in which that train went upon itself to speak life into a situation, telling itself that I think I can, I think I can. And it told itself, I think I can, so much so in the fact that it propelled itself into action. And when those things happened in unison and they happened simultaneously, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. The train arrived at a specific destination on time because it always knew that it could. And I'm here to tell you this because I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know, because when I graduated in 2017 from Virginia Tech, I departed from Blacksburg, Virginia, not exactly knowing what I wanted to do with the entirety of my life. And I found myself in a position in which I was getting my paychecks misconstrued and they came with malfunction in them, and they were not of its full capacity due to my employer. And I got a phone call that my great aunt had received dementia, and 2 months later my grandmother was diagnosed with that same disease. Let me tell you that when you find yourself in a position in which someone that took care of you, someone that bathed you, that cleaned you up, that took care of every single need that you had and was there for everything, and you have to, in return, wipe this person and clean them, and you walk into their house and they recall your name some days and some days they don't, and they smile at you sometimes and some days the face is just blank. And when you find yourself in a position where you look at this individual and you see the body remain but the soul extracted from this individual, just as if you were the only person in the mansion with the lights cut off, and there is no sense of hope. When that person is removed from the earth and your greatest fear becomes real, and you are stuck trying to figure out what's right and what's wrong and where you're supposed to go, and on the outside everything looks beautiful, yet on the inside you're so alone and confused and you just don't know why you're on this earth. And life just takes you through these pits and these turns and trials and tribulation, and you find yourself in a position in which you crumble. But by the grace of God, who has the ability to just grab you and pick you up with his hands and take the broken pieces and just lay them out so plainly in which a way that a masterpiece is being developed by just the touch of his hand, because your identity lies within him. And when you find him, you find yourself. And when you find yourself, you find exactly what you've been placed on this earth to do. And it hasn't been easy by any means. I mean, driving Uber and Lyft with a degree from Virginia Tech in economics is not the prettiest thing, nor do the ladies love it. And when you find yourself teaching kickboxing classes for $13 an hour and no one understands because the tracks were solely placed there for you and your assignment, and not everybody gets the word that God has given you, because it's for you. You must trust it. You must find ways in which you prepare yourself day in and day out, telling yourself that I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. So much so that everything that God showed you has been waiting on you to just get on track, to find yourself in Him, to know who you are, to believe in your gifts, talents, and abilities, to tell yourself that you can every single day, and it promotes action. And then you find yourself standing on September 12th of 2020 doing exactly what He told you He would do through you. And I know each and every one of you may be at a different place in life, but today I want to make sure by the time that I depart from giving you this message that I have made sure that I've helped you get on track. So I have 6 questions prepared for you that no matter where you are in life right now, that if you just take the time to meditate on these 6 questions right here, I promise that they will change your life in the way that they changed mine. And when you take these 6 questions, you don't need to be asking for your mother's opinion, your father's opinion, your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, your cousin, your grandmother, grandfather, whoever it is. You need to take these questions to God and ask Him, what is my assignment? Number 1, what do I want to do with my life? Number 2, what am I inspired to do? Number 3, what gives me true satisfaction? Number 4, what comes easy and natural to me that others struggle with? Number 5, what would I want to do more than anything else, even if I was never paid for it? And number 6, do my actions align with my true desire? Make sure you meditate on these questions. Spend time with God. Allow Him to reveal to you what He's called you to do, because it can only be done by you. And lastly, I want to leave you with a question today. Will you complete what God has already finished? Once again, my name is Corey Hackett-Greene. I am 26 years old from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and today I am here on assignment. And if you are interested in connecting with me, you will be able to subscribe to my website, CLHGreen with an E on the end.com. You can connect with me professionally on LinkedIn, or you can follow me on the gram, CLHGreen with an E at the end. Once again, thank you, Briana Leavigne, for this amazing opportunity to be able to speak life into the many amazing people that have tuned into this conference via Zoom and on Facebook as well. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you for your obedience, and may God be with each and every single one of you.
I'm looking at some of these faces. Oh, wow. Thank you, Corey, so much for that. Definitely was a word for everybody.